Hey everyone, DarcyBits here. I'm working on a pretty big video that's a collaboration with B, where we're actually building cards, making an entire deck, and then playing against each other. It's a lot, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than usual to get through. Not only because it's a big video, but also because I've started doing daily shorts for the entirety of June. If you haven't seen them, please go check them out, but here's a recap of the first 3 days. Day 1 is the Deployed Tacticooler. It is an artifact that allows you to give your creatures the ability to tap the turn they enter the battlefield. This is done by giving them the status Fresh. It's a status, not a keyword, which is a really weird interaction, but think of it as being something like Suspect or Goaded. It's just a thing about them temporarily, not actually a keyword that they have. The plan is to be able to refer to fresh creatures with other cards across the month. But until then, on its own, it allows things to tap when they've entered, which means I'm also encouraged to add a bunch of tap abilities to creatures that otherwise might not have any. Day 2, we have the Dooley's Duelist, where we see the first instance of this. When I first thought about doing Splatoon custom cards for every day of the entire month, I first thought Dooley's had to be in there, and probably they're just a basic card with Double Strike. I don't want everything to be some fancy legend. Sometimes you just gotta have your commons. It ended up being an uncommon because it was so strong, but the idea is still just a little double striker that you could eventually buff. But I have added a tap ability where it can ping 2 things so that it can take advantage of potentially becoming fresh. Yesterday I came up with Quick Respawning, which was a white enchantment to embody how the squid kids don't actually die, they just become ink to be respawned later. It's a gameplay abstraction that is actually canon within the lore of the world. This is the white style of resurrection, where they have to actually die. You can't just cheat things out from the graveyard. But when they die, they can just keep coming back. It does have a soft limit of 4 things per turn, but still, this thing is probably a bit too strong. There should also be a 4th card that came out today. So take a look at my shorts panel and see what it is. I don't even know what it is yet, since I'm recording this before I've actually made that card, because I'm actually doing these dailies. Hope you enjoy, and I'll see you next week for hopefully this big project I just talked about. If not, enjoy the Splatoon cards.